Is there anything you could say that could communicate what it's like on a general level of what it's like to truly live under the threat of communism?
Well, communism is kind of like kingdom, right? Maybe it's even worse than kingdom. So a king or Caesar could kill anybody that wanted, and nothing could be done to him, right? So it's a really totalitarian state, kingdom. So, communism is this totalitarian state. At the beginning, I think that they fought good, right? They fought about being equal and have really good ideas. But that leaves us with the government that is totalitarian. There is no really any other. So people that start ruling this, they can do whatever they want. So that leads to whatever we want, it becomes dark at a certain point. And at a certain point, you start forcing people and they obey, and you force them more and bully them more and then obey. And then you learn that the only way to keep them that way is using fear. Mm-hmm. And so they stay calm and they stay obedient. And we know today that these totalitarian states of countries that are communistic are very scary for people to live inside. And this totalitarian state is not democracy, right? So you don't have this other side to show this side is doing something wrong. So there is no other side. There's only one power. And in that one power, the government can do whatever it wants. It can take you away from your house. It can take you and your family. It can take you, your friends, load on trucks, take them to gulags, Siberia, or torture you to death, and nothing happens, and nobody's responsible for it. So that's what the communism today is, and that's what communism was. It's a very scary system, totalitarian system. And even though, it is kind of a mixture level, we tried a mixture in some countries, a mixture of technology and industry and communism, and in some just pure communism and almost no work at all, no technology and no industry. But the system is kind of the same, and treatment of people is the same. Mm-hmm. You are definitely a slave in those countries, even though, sometimes you would feel that maybe you're okay, or you are really extremely proud, like in Nazi Germany, that we can see these parades and people believing in these communistic governments or are being that way. There are also people, scary people in these systems that they really love to be this power.
Yeah. So I know you fled Poland in 1985. Have you been in the United States for the most part since then?
Yes, mostly in California. Spent 18 years in Los Angeles and 17 years in near San Francisco.
Okay, so you've been in Poland for decades, and you've been in the California area for decades.
All right.
What's the biggest difference you notice culturally between people in Poland and people in United States at a general level? Because you've spent a long period of time in both. Is there anything you notice that's interesting or fascinating about the way people operate in Poland versus America at a cultural level or at a social level?
Well, the system, it's not about people, it's about the system, really. Mm-hmm. So when I lived in the system communistic system in Poland. So I was not free, and I was dependent. I was not independent. So that is really hard to comprehend in America, but I will try to pass it on. So when you are not independent, then it means that you are also checked. It means you are told what to do and how to do, and a lot of regulations or a lot of rules around. And also this thing is that you have to do as others do. So you are forced to be certain way. In America, when I came here, it was very clear that I was left alone. And the first time that when I came here, I realized that I am in the country and I'm responsible for my own life, and I can build my own life the way that I want. And really, nobody really will tell me how to live my life. And I felt
America.
quiet, and I felt for the first time calm because of that, and safe. I felt safe. I felt like I can build my life on my own. It was amazing, feeling. And then when I started working in the gym, the first thing that that happened was that I saw somebody was doing the exercise wrongly, right? And
what exercise? What exercise was it?
He was doing the pull down, and it was bending
like
the
lat
spine.
pull down.
So I went to him and I told him that he's doing this exercise incorrect. So he said, "Did I ask you for help?" He was right away, right?
Yeah, it sounds like the typical gym bro.
Right away, America, right? You're like, didn't ask you, don't tell me, right? So I understood right away. Never went again to anybody and do to the person that thing, right? So because I was told all the time. So you also learn how to violate that to others, right? So I became this Polish government or communistic government behaving in America, and I got it, and then so that was my last time that I would approach somebody in the gym, and I would try to correct that person.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today. Watch the full, uncut, 2+ hour episodes of the Auxoro podcast, plus gain access to 2 bonus episodes every month at auxoro.supercast.tech. Link is also in the description. Thank you so much for supporting quality content from independent creators like myself. Cheers.